Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are going to be playing some tokens, sacrifice, Meathook drainsies in standard best of one. And the card I've been playing a bit of and I've been enjoying is Wedding Announcement. So basically, at your end step you get a token, a 1/1, and then if you have 3 or more, or sorry, when it gets its third kind of counter on it, you get a emblem for your team. So it's an enabler as well as a token generator. So kind of playing that in a shell with like sacrifice. Basically what I'm trying to do is have Meathook Massacre out both as a board wipe but also to drain our opponents. And then you have stuff like Eye Twitch, Shambling Ghast, Jadar, we have Village Rites to draw cards, a Wedding Announcement, same with Fell Stinger to draw cards, Sorin, Edgar, and Lulth to make tokens, as well as just provide card advantage, and then some Vanishing Verse as removal. Lesson board's pretty stock with what I usually play in these black-white decks. Got a couple creature lands. We are not on a snow mana package because we're not playing blood on the snow, so it just keeps us from being weak to Redain, and then we just could play all the dual lands that way. So yeah, let's jump into it, see how this plays out. I like these kind of Meathook grindy yourself out games. We played something similar with the Zombies deck, having the Meathook to be both aggressive and defensive. But let's play this out, see how it goes. Let me know if there's any cool decks you've come across in Standard or Historic. Looking to just kind of expand with that. We'll be back on Monday with another meta section, so taking a look at, after week 2, what are the kind of top decks in Standard and Historic. But for now, we shall play some Standard. We go first, 3 lands. This is a keep. Lead on the Hive. Probably go Ghast on 1. If they kill this, then I can go Wedding Announcement on 2. If not, I go Jadar. So Meathook's really good here. I'm gonna keep this back. That's a bit annoying. Taxes me here a bit. We can show them white. It's a free attack, basically. They have the first strike anyways, so it doesn't make too much of a difference, but we get one back. Really love to see a Meathook here. Okay, so Cathar on Jadar is fine. Gonna hold this back because I wouldn't mind getting it's probably Mascot still. I think it's worth taking Luminarch off the battlefield. This is just gonna make their things a lot bigger. Meathook, jeez. Fortunate, they now flip this. Man. Probably okay trading one of these. I think it's worth like that. Take 4 here. Just get pest summonings for the turn. Okay, Edgar's pretty good as well. So I can go Edgar. This is gonna flip, so this gives me a bit more. I think I want to bait out. If they have removal, they're going to use it. pretty free attack, but if we do it next turn, it's just an additional point of damage. So this creates a token at the beginning of your upkeep. We're just trying to buy time here. Once we find Meathook, we're in a good spot. Lifelink tokens are relevant as well. We need like Village Rites, Vanishing Verse. Another announcement would be good. Probably gonna take them off the Faceless Haven. We'll do this. Because we basically just gain this life back. I could 8 block on the Moon Brute. It's actually not bad. Or take Thalia off. I think if we do this, it's probably better. So Meathook right now for... I would have enough. No, we're probably taking Thalia off. Because this gains a life, this gains a life, this gains 2, so we basically fog this for the turn. Thank you.
You can deal with my servant. Out of my way. I have a right. You will serve me well.
So free attack. Start chipping in. So next turn, Edgar flips back. I can start drawing some cards. So they have to attack, but... So they have 5... Block on everything here. They lose their Moon Brute, and now we're just gonna kind of grind them. We've also drawn just a ton of lines.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
So here, let's go. Two attacks here. I'm gonna probably Fell Stinger the Edgar just to get more tokens. And this is without Meathook. If we had drawn Meathook at any point, the game would have been just even more decidedly over. Like, they need some Skyclave apparitions, but even at this point, we have card advantage, we have token makers. And opponents had enough. They got the invite to the wedding, but they didn't RSVP in time. On the board, 1 win. Taking down mono white pretty handedly. They had some questionable attacks, I think, that game. I think it was right just throwing tokens, but we could have done it 2 ways. Either like block card at a card, but kind of grinded them out. Yep, mine looks decent. Basically, these are just card advantage or ramp in the deck. They block early. If it's a control deck, they can start applying pressure. So really what we play out first, so against mono white, I usually lead off with this, just because it can trade with creatures. Probably because I want to village rights one of these. I'm just deciding what I'd rather village rights. It's probably the eye twitch. Because this can trade with that, with the -1/1. Probably just doing this, minusing on Stonebinder Familiar. Just because that can grow. Edgar's Sweet. Probably just gonna go black with this one. Edgar next turn. It's a tad annoying. If we control their board like this, just get Mascot, probably. On this learn, is it Mascot or is it Pest Summonings? Just to buy time. They're kind of stumbling on mana. I'll be at 5 next turn. Let's just get Pest Summonings this turn. Okay, Verse is also really nice. Gonna hold this back, getting 1 point when they can have like Brutal Cathar or something. Okay, we'll get Mascot with this one. So this just buys us a turn. They can attack with the Skyclave, Vanishing Verse, eat the Stonebinder's Familiar, hopefully. So we'll do this on this one. And then I'll eat the Valkyrie Shield next turn. Just keep our life total high. Guess like Brutal Cathar gets us, but we're at the point we can probably race them. Adeline's annoying. Just eat that. Lulth is very good.
gift in exchange for loyalty.
So Lulth will give us our card advantage. Gonna eat the Adeline here. Probably eat Stonebinder as... Can do this. We're just trying to grind them out of resources.
My subservience will be rewarded.
It's a good top deck.
Good minions are loyal and
Just hold off here. We're in no rush. The old hardcast Skyclave, no targets, hit concede. So we've demonstrated really well here, like we're able to present enough blockers against mono white and then just go over the top, and we've yet in any of these games to even drop Meathook, which is impressive. The fact like we have a bunch of things to just either trade off early, gain us card advantage. Our one drops like blocking and then also trading. This will be a good test for playing number 105. Opponent goes first. Let's try this out. Not great by any means, but okay, so against Izzet, we really want a Meathook just for its static text. This Jadar is probably dead. Okay, so if we could get Wedding Announcement down, it could let us draw some cards. If we could sneak like Wedding into Sorin, will be good. I got the Snarl. Oh, untapped Snarl. I'd imagine Edgar in this matchup's also pretty good. And like if they're spending removal spells on my tokens here, it's not gonna do like the worst. Hopefully we naturally draw a land. Okay. I think we're just passing the turn here. See if we could get them to react with a to counter the village rights. Yeah, it's turns. Probably dead. This is like the matchup that we're just not really well suited for. We're not fast enough to get under these and we don't tax the opponent. Like it's turn 4 and we've done 1 damage to them. Usually these like black-white piles have a hard time dealing with turns. Yeah, if they're test the talenting my village rights, we're probably not in a good spot. Hoping for that for Lions, because now we play into Jawari. They counter this, I'm just going to concede. We're not dead this turn, but we're basically dead. This is a terrible matchup to begin with. And this is one of the things, like, you're not going to be, especially in best of one, be able to build a deck that's... We're just not applying any pressure. They're going to start taking turns. It's going to happen. We're just going to lose. Let's go to the next one. Actually get an interesting game. The opponent wants to play solitaire. And, like, you could build your deck in the matchup, like if we had more discard or ways to attack the hand or lowering our curve, but us playing, you know, Edgar's not the fastest clock. So opponent goes first here, and our earliest play is on turn 3. On the play, I would have kept this hand, but I think we mulligan this. Yikes. I mean, if there was ever a hand... If there was ever a hand to get us out of this. They're on some sort of weenie, so if we could draw a Meathook, we're okay. Okay, there's the Meathook. So it's probably... Create a treasure. Just gonna play this out this turn because I want to have access to X2 potentially. Okay, opponent missed. So since that happened, I think we go Sorin here.
You deal with this annoyance.
If they had ground... Okay, so that's actually good. Are we taking 5? Win on a multi-5. We were going to take 5. Greatness at any cost. We need to hit lines there. Because we would have just attacked in, gained the 2 back, play Wedding Invitation is probably the line, or even play Eye Twitch. You can probably go up the 4th Wedding Invitation, but I think opponent goes first. We got the combo. Want to keep this on white against mono green. Oh, the Gruelandies. Okay. Opponents got the quick start. They could gold span next turn. I think we need to... This game goes a lot different if we're on the play. So I'm probably going to hold off Eye Twitch this turn, naturally. Jeez. What's it like, opponent? What's it like? probably just summonings here. Or actually, we can play to this mascot. I have Edgar next turn. Into Lulth. Come on! This opponent's literally drawn nothing but gas this entire game. Block 6/7 if they attack all. Yeah, I'm dead. That's frustrating. Opponent just did not take a break. Our hand is a little sketch, but we had to take out the Magda onto Jaspara. Magda on the play is something you're probably not going to beat, especially when they drop Ranger's class right after for card advantage. They always have the gold span. Like, you could only really play. Opponent goes first. Jadar is a shitty blocker. Think we have to mulligan this. We're just not doing enough. Okay, we'll keep this, put an Edgar back. This can get me sciences if needed. Humans, maybe? Probably party. Party will be interesting, actually. So here, let's do this. We'll draw 2. I think given that, we're probably just on stay alive plan. So I can do this. I can this with village rights. I can get Edgar going. I'll take 2 here. Let's get Edgar going. They might have the counter spell. Actually, that coming down now is pretty good. Can't exile my Edgar. So they're probably... You know, let's bait it out now. Okay, so they don't have it. we're gonna have to start applying some pressure. I'm also gonna try to get Meathook going. This can't attack right now anyways. Perfect. So X3. No counterspell. Okay, they had the defense. We're both in top deck mode, but I got a lot of card draw plus a mascot coming down. I mean, we're just gonna keep trying this. Yeah. Got him! Alright. That felt pretty good. We're pretty hopeless against Izzet, but that's kind of to be expected. And we just got run over by Jaspar Mag the Goldspan on the draw. So that's the deck. I think I like it the way it is. The numbers felt good. Honestly, Jadar is maybe something that could come out. Just play some more interaction. It might be just Jadar out, another Vanishing Verse, and like another Lulth maybe. Just something for card advantage when you get ahead. That can be something I'd probably try out, but the core of the deck I kind of like. Let me know what you think. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great one. Stay safe out there.